Yes, sir. Good evening, gentlemen. My name is John. I'm standing in for Group 3, Circle 18 for the business game. And so far, we're about 12 on the list, our teammates. I will not bother ourselves with the list so far. I will go straight to the task. Task 1, it says you have received all the information needed in order to become manager leaders in MMM global community. Now you have an important task. Enter in a new country and develop MMM global there. This new country will be Thailand. As starting resources, you have internet, 18, knowledge received from the school, $50,000. Within an hour, you need to develop a plan of action for a week. You must specify the number of registrations and deposits you'll achieve over this period. Important, $50,000 is given only once. Later on, you should use free resources for the system. Firstly, on getting to the town, to the country, we were to conduct a survey of Thailand. And from our surveys, it was discovered that Thailand, owing from Wikipedia 2011, is about 66,720,153 people. The capital is Bangkok. The religion is their Buddhist, and they speak Thai Baht. So Thai is the official language. The currency is Thai Baht. Now, stepping into Thailand, we have the aim and objective, which is to introduce MMM to residents of Thailand, educate them on MMM and its ideology, how it works, and the rules and risks involved in MMM, and the beliefs of actively participating in the MMM community. Our first target within the week is about 2,000 members, so that we can be able to cash in about $100,000. That is having $100,000 PH in the community for a start. And the 12 of us are going to come together. First things first is to have a meeting, and in the meeting we are to discuss how we are to delegate duties to ourselves, owing to the fact that our core duty is to register members into MMM, but there is need for us to have units in order to create a level of responsibility and specialization, such as human resources, operations, customer care. These units will help in facilitating the MMM community as we are on board there. And then secondly, the first thing we need to do is to create our websites, come up with MMM, for example, mmthailand.net, just what we have in Nigeria here. And then we'll create our Facebook social media campaigns, come up with our Facebook adverts, create our YouTube channels, Twitters, BBM channels, and our Hangouts. And then we'll do a survey of the forums that are currently existing in Thailand, and then we cash into the popular forums existing there in order to create more awareness. And then fourthly, we organize seminars in commercial cities and engaging in corporate market of MMM so as to attract the crowd. And also in all this, we have a strategy of, first of all, trying to get location of where we will settle, come up with the apartment we need to stay around in Thailand. And most importantly, being owing to the fact that there's not an English-speaking country, we need a protocol officer who is going to take us through the guides and interpret for us, and also help us to tell us exactly how the Thailand's culture is and how they live their lives. In fact, it's going to be a very resourceful person in our stay in Thailand. We also need to create our websites, secure venues for presentations, create adverts on social media. At day one activity, we need to open our social media platforms in Thailand, such as Facebook, Twitter. Day two, we go into our offline promos which is to get to the public places such as clubs, bars, schools, camps, the banks, churches, get the team to distribute flyers, leaflets, posters. Such posters will have our team hotlines for calls. We'll also announce the startup date for the event kickoff of MMM in the country. Day 3, the team should book TV programs, carry out radio jingles in a number of popular TV and radio stations in the state capital of Thailand. It is the aim of getting people talking about MMM hotlines for callers to be made available to the public. And these hotlines will have, amongst our teams, those that are stationed readily to always respond to these hotlines. That's the customer service. And also the team will proceed in higher institutions, community meetings, cooperatives for advertisement about MMM campaigns and seminar. The 5 will continue with social media campaigns and locate slums and local income areas of Thailand. Go there and organize TV and radio talk shows to keep the population excited about the possible solution to attain their long-awaited financial freedom. So there's a need for us to massage their thoughts and make them understand that what we are bringing in is something that can actually change their stories, make their dreams come true. In day 6, we kept working hard on the activities of the 1 and 4, keep the hotline going on, and then technically boost the people's expectation. Day 7, we review the 1 and 6 activities, create the MMM platform, announce on TV, radio, social media, etc. that the program has finally successfully been launched. And then in all this, from the 50,000 that's been given to us, the proposed budget is estimated at 29,200. That is all we'll be spending in this our first 1 week plan. And it has to do with the accommodation we'll be paying for. We'll secure accommodation 4,000. We'll secure hall seminar, pay for communication 2,000. Team play for advertising materials, handbills, banner, posters, caps, and jotters, $4,000. Team proceeds to higher institution, meeting cooperative advertisement about MMM campaigns and seminars. We will spend about $4,000 on that. And also the team awareness, hiring vehicles and creating other side attractions. The benefits.
Mr. John.
Yeah, sir?
Sorry, don't bother to have the material. So I'm following up.
Okay.
Possible to make it snappy and go to the next task, because we have a task to waiting. You can continue.
Okay. Okay, task 2. All right. A week has passed. You are 4 men. The average contribution of a participant to the structure is around $300. Under the regulations of MMM Global, you must provide at least 30% growth in terms of participants' payment, starting with the first contributions. Your task is to calculate how many new members and contributions you have to earn in the next 3 weeks in order to be able to make the required payments to the older participants. It's necessary to write down your plans of actions for the next 3 weeks under the above conditions. Outline the resources you need and how you're going to use them, be the number of new participants and money raised during the period, then C, the extra costs you'll be spending. All right, on that, on tax 2, based on the leftover we have, we'll be having 20,800. And then from our plans, new member registered in 1 week, 450 members. So far, we've succeeded getting them on board. And the total members registered in 3 weeks will be about 1,350 members. The amount they will be contributing at $300 will amount to 405,000 US dollars. Now, 30% increase rates on contributed amounts to $121,500, and that is the rate, 10% rate incurred on the contributions of the members. Then for the proposed, we shall be doing the following. We shall increase our adverts to the artisans, local businessmen, women by sending bulk SMS to the citizens of Thailand about the ideology. We will spend about $500 on that. And then we shall be carrying out more campaigns and seminars in higher institutions of learning like universities, polytechnics, and college of education. About 1,000 expenses on that. The participants who have provided help will be trained to become guiders. We will need more guiders on ground in order to effectively disseminate the ideologies of MMM, because what is most important in MMM is the people catching the ideology. If they don't catch the ideology, they will not be able to actually stay in MMM and grow the community. So a lot of effort has to be drawn into people understanding the ideologies of MMM. So that's why there's a need for more guidance in order to create more attention to the participants. Then we shall engage in the new guidance in the competition of the first three highest registration winners will be awarded bonuses respectively. And then $500 for miscellaneous. The total leftover will be $17,800. That is what we intend to do in tax 2. And then in tax 3, a month has passed. You are 100. The same plan of another month on the basis of the results of previous calculations, taking into account the dynamics of growth, the number of new participants and contributions for the next week. Tax 3, previous amounts contributed by existing participants was 405,000. The total number of new participants for 4 weeks, if we continue to grow at 450, is 1,800 members. The average total average donation contributed by new participants for 4 weeks amounts at $300 amounts to 540,000. The total amount generated by all participants up to date is 945,000. The growth rate at this point becomes 133%. That is the growth rate at this point. And then tax 4. After 2 months, you have the number of participants and deposits you have calculated. Now you can calculate what you need to organize within the next month. A week after the start of the month, there is a local holiday in Thailand, which is celebrated during a week. Respectively, in this period, the activity of registrations falls by 75%. Make a plan of actions for a month, what resources and how you should use them, the right amount of contributions and participants for the development of the system. At this point, planning for the next month, since we have gained a certain level of grounds in Thailand and many have embraced the benefits and ideology of MMM, we will have to project geometrically increasing in new participants. We have to push in the number of participants that are to come on board MMM. And we have to do this to increase online and offline campaigns. We have to double up our online and offline campaigns. We have to increase managers, come up with more guidance, and introduce referral bonuses to drive the program. The referral bonuses is one very important program that can help motivate participants in coming up with more persons on board. And then the targeted number of registration for new participants is 3,500. That is what we're looking at. Because at the fall of 75%, there is a need for us to jack back to 1,800 and also to roll up our strength in order to meet up with the growth for that month. So we're looking at 3,500 participants. Each participant to PH about $350 to $500. Projected amount for that month to be $1,225,000. Concerning the festival, coming into a country, from the protocol officers, we should be able to find out exactly how things are done in Thailand and the kind of prominent festivals existing there. So already we will not be too surprised in the existence of that particular festival coming up, because we are meant to find out and know all these things through our surveys. So in this festival on ground, the holiday ceremony is usually mixed with parades and festivals throughout the country. And then our strategy during this period, in order to boost the activities of registration at us, 1. Participate fully in the festival with members wearing MMM branded shirts, wristbands, and materials to generate MMM awareness. In other words, what we're trying to say is that we will have to cash into the festival, take advantage of the festival in order to boost MMM, and also use the festival as a medium to do promotion that gives every participant 20% referral bonuses during the festive period. Also give every new participant 15% holiday bonus incentives in order to have a higher turn-up during that period. And then creation of MMM WhatsApp groups, as they will have more time for their mobile phones during holidays. And give free MMM branded materials to people to show that MMM teaches and practices benevolence. Another strategy we'll be using is that we'll be visiting the orphanage home in order to show that MMM cares. And one of the team in the orphanage home is a concert will be held for helpless children. It will be titled Together We Can Change the World. And that concert is meant to revive at least 5% of MMM registration downfall, get a lot of people interested in what MMM is doing in Thailand. And our targets, the beneficiaries will be the orphanage homes in Thailand. And we are looking at, through that program, a number of registration of about 3,000 new members to sign up, and a PH amount of $50 each for the new participants. The total amount raised for the charity cost will be about $1,500, with 50% of the proceeds will have to go back to the orphanage, to the orphans. And then tax 5, your plan didn't work out. You do not have enough new registrations and new deposits to cover the cost of the current deposits. It is necessary to analyze the plan of actions in this situation. What are the resources, how many participants, contributions, etc. needed to get this situation resolved? Due to lack of funds, there are delays in payments. The old participants seeing that neither make their own contributions to attract new members. At this point, we'll have to conduct another SWOT analysis, and we'll have to try to understand what is really the issues, identify the challenges. And from the SWOT analysis, one of the few challenges that we identified is that the language and cultural problems were issues. The language barrier was also affecting the issues, and also incompetencies on the side of the guiders, they're not paying enough attention to the downlines, and training issues on ideologies. The issue in this case, we're talking about a case where people see MMM as an investment, but not seeing it in the real picture of which it is, that it is a program designed to just a donation platform where you're meant to help one another, and not an investment program. It is help, and you are only rewarded for helping yourselves. And then negative publicity by the media, then lack of understanding of MMM concept, lack of trust within the system, members of putting fake POP, a whole lot of challenges coming up from that, people not meeting up with their PH, and then hacking activities. Identifying these problems, we have to come up with possible solutions, which is having a meeting with the guiders to address some of these issues thoroughly, and then organize events to remind people of the ideology of MMM, which is financial freedom, brainstorm on breaking new grounds in new towns, areas, cities, streets, introducing MMM to areas in the shopping malls and all nooks and crannies of Thailand, boost the level of media adverts. The same media trying to castigate MMM, we will go back to that same media and make sure that we present everything necessary for them to get back to the public and present the good news of MMM. Awareness within the regions by 100% to boost the media adverts. Then double efforts on campaigns, symposiums, and seminar. And also a very important part is to have to engage in town hall meetings where people can criticize, people's criticism and fears will be addressed. The town hall meetings creates an avenue for them to have a physical feel of the MMM team, which they are also a part of. So it won't just end up at the online thing. Now they are seeing members of the MMM on ground, addressing the issues with them one-on-one. They'll be able to speak their minds, and then issues will be trashed out. That creates a level of confidence among the members. and also get prominent personalities in the society that benefited from MMM to give their testimonies in order to build people's confidence in MMM. Enhance presentations and promotions for new and old participants to tutor and educate entrants of the mechanisms and ideologies of MMM. Enhance their understanding on the fact of the system will work efficiently if they follow the principles of providing and getting help, as well as encouraging them to PH regularly. Task 6. During this month, delay.
Hello, Mr. John.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
You have done a wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
To take task 6 and please.
Task 7.
Okay.
Task 6 and
Good evening,
7.
everyone.
Good evening. Task
Good
6
evening.
and 7.
All right, sir. Yes, sir. The task 6, the question rate. During this month, delay in payments increased to 7 days. Referral activities almost reduced to 0. The old members do not attract anyone and do not make contributions to. In virtue of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old roles are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself. New deposit grows as per old conditions are not frozen and are available as usual. The question goes thus: we have to make our plans of action for another month, resources, contributions, members, etc. Now, the first thing we need to do is to enlighten members on what pulse mode means and to develop a feedback mode to ensure proper understanding. The feedback mode is a major key in gaining members' confidence back to the system. Also, we have to make them feel secure in order to avoid panic, because panic is endemic in the system. Another point is to raise a referral bonus. We have to jack it up to like 15%. Similarly, we have to give out percentage immediately to new members who PH. This should be taken from the remaining available fund of the initial $50,000, which is $17,800. We have to make members have knowledge where the money comes from. We have to also make them understand that get help, that is GH, is at the mercy of PH, hence the need for all the participants to PH regularly. We have to also teach members on the importance of regular PHing and GHing. We have to do regular presentations, assuring members that the MMM community is with them and it's not going anywhere. That's the proposed solution to the task. Now, going to the final task, which is task 7. The question goes though: your effort has been insufficient to reverse the situation. A restart took place, roles are removed. We start to work from the beginning. Serious negative impact of the members and unfavorable responses. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media, and you have to make a fresh start in such conditions. So we have to plan the action under specific condition for a month. And the proposed solution to this problem is as follows. First and foremost, we have to talk to members to let them know why the restart was necessary, to be honest with them, and to answer their questions and queries. We have to give incentives to old members in order to welcome them back. Also, media interviews and press conferences will be held so as to clear the air and make the public know such occurrences is part of the design of the system at saturation points. And lastly, but not the least, we are to make concerted efforts to be channeled to intensify seminars in order to get back old participants and gain new members so as to cushion the effect of the panic mode. Thank you very much. We have on hand. There we can change the words.
Thank you,
Long live it.
Mr. Adekule.
Thank you very much.
Briefly, it goes slowly and steady. You have done a wonderful job, and members of your group. Those that are not present, they are on their own. For John Adekule and Adeshinde, well done. So quickly before we presentation, I want you guys to ask a brief question. Your own side, you guys are view, and you have been getting questions from your downlines, questions from trying to know is. So quickly, the kind of tax you just presented, like in the situation in MMM Thailand and MMM Nigeria. So let me start with Adeshinde first.
All right.
Okay. Adeshinde, if you can hear me, unmute your mic and talk to us. Mr. John, go ahead, please. Hello, Mr. John, go ahead. Or Adekule, go ahead, any one of you.
All right, sorry, sir. The network had issues when you spoke, so I didn't have clarity on exactly what you want us to do.
How can you liken MMM Thailand and this present MMM Nigeria?
Okay.
So what do you think is the difference, and how can you suggest?
Okay. MMM Nigeria and MMM Thailand, the likes at this point in time is the fact that the program on ground we just came on board again after we experienced a little should I call it pause mode in the December period. And so right now we are back on ground. We've celebrated, and right now at this point in time, the PH is not really coming up as expected, and that is why a lot of persons right now are not getting the GH. So at this time, just like what we said, as we recommended, this is a time for us to actually encourage our downlines to PH and make them understand that in PHing, that is how you can get GH, because someone needs to clear the cash from somewhere. You are paying somebody somewhere, you are helping somebody somewhere, and in return, you also will be helped. If you just sit back waiting that maybe you have a Mavros on your system and you're wondering why I'm not cashing my money, you should be able to understand that the money is not with anybody, it's not on the system per se. You helped somebody with that money somewhere. And so what you need to do is to boost the program, the system up by helping somebody again, so that by the time you are doing that, somebody will be able to help you from somewhere. So that is exactly what is going on right now. Trying to convince the people, yeah.
Hello, Mentor. Mentor, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you. So,
Right, sir.
Adekule, Adeshina, you can continue.
My own little contribution to this is that in a situation like this, as compared to that of Thailand, we need
First entire.
we need to embark on an aggressive campaign to restore participants' confidence back to the system. And we can achieve this by going to because it is obvious that the medias, they've done more havoc, they've run more havoc, which has reduced people's confidence in this program. As we, the participants, and the areas to be to embark on serious, aggressive campaign by visiting camps, going to the social media to restore people's confidence and let them know and teach them the true and the real MMM ideology, because lack of knowledge of the programs contributed a lot to people's reaction to this program. So we need to embark on aggressive campaign to restore people's confidence.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. Now, as you can see, but currently presenting your task and what is currently happening. We have a role to play as guiders. We have a role to play as participants. Always calm them down and make them understand the true ideology of MMM.
Right.
And investment. Some people take it as such. They do not collect money. Rather, what they contribute is their life savings. It is not. It is the true ideology of MMM. And if it's a situation whereby you provide the panic in the ecosystem will not be much. But because so many people put in their life savings, but people went as far as borrowing money because that is where the panic comes in.
Yeah.
As much as possible to encourage your downliners, to encourage your prospective participants, that when they want to start MMM is not a bank. Someone was telling me some time ago that 5 million. I asked him, I said, is MMM a bank that you put in 5 million naira? Another person said 2 million naira is in this 2 million. That's your spend money. So there's no problem because and that is the true ideology of MMM. Use your spend money. So we should try as much as possible to tell them the amount of money that you know that does not truly has impact, but it has impact in the life of someone. So MMM is not a bank. Community of people helping each. So the system is still working. So far, so good. So in a couple of days, this week, I trust them will start normal. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, Adekule, Adeshina. You didn't send anything at your network. Wonderful job. So for span that wants to come of this meeting, WhatsApp, YouTube, and they'll be able to get this meeting using business game Circle 18, so they will be able to get access to our meeting.
All right, sir.
Thank you, and have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Mentor Stephen. We appreciate you.
All right. Good night.
Good night, sir.